Pop Culture Corner, the show where we review all things pop culture. My name is Zach.
And I'm Margaret.
And today we will be taking a look at the drama film known as Black Beauty.
Yep, Black Beauty is a 1994 drama film scripted and directed by Caroline Thompson in her directional debut, and the fifth cinematic adaptation of Anna Sewell's 1877 novel of the same name. And it was produced and distributed by Warner Brothers, family entertainment label. And it is also treated as an autobiography of the horse Black Beauty, as in the original novel, and features Alan Cumming as the voice of Black Beauty.
Yeah. And Black Beauty was born in the year 1856 in front of a boy named Joe.
Yes. He's born on a farm in the English countryside during the 19th century and remains by his mother's side until he is sent to a park known as the name of Birtwick Park to serve Squire Gordon and his family. And Lady Gordon is very pleased by the beautiful horse and gives him his trademark name, Black Beauty.
During Black Beauty's life, he had gone through different state places, including a Spanish circus, horse racing, being stuck in carrying stuff.
Yes, he did a lot of heavy carrying of objects and bags and different objects as he got older. There's a character in the story. She's a chestnut mare named Ginger who attempts to be friendlier with Black Beauty because he's trying to be nice to her, and they eventually fall in love. And however, Beauty also befriends Merrylegs, a perky gray pony who gives rides to the squire's young daughters, Jessica and Molly. One stormy night, Beauty is pulling a carriage holding the squire and his caretaker, John Manley, home from the town, and sensing danger, he doesn't cross the bridge because it's potentially flooded. When John tries to pull him to move, he refuses, so then the bridge kind of goes down, and then they realize that he was actually trying to save them from danger.
Because actual horses can sense dangerous things happening because their ears.
Joe Green, who works in the stable, volunteers to look after him that night. Joe's lack of knowledge about horses causes him to give Black Beauty ice-cold water to drink and to neglect to dry him off or cover him with a rug overnight, which causes Black Beauty to fall sick. The following couple of days, John, Joe, and the squire treat and nurse Black Beauty, and he recovers and gets better, and they're able to get him outside where he can run and exercise and be in the sun again.
There was also a scary moment during the night. Somebody was smoking a cigarette in the middle of the barn, and he didn't put it out properly, which caused the whole barn to be set on fire.
Yes, and luckily they were able to get all the horses safely out of the barn, and everybody was okay after that. And Lady Gordon, her illness gets worse because she has a very kind of serious illness that she's had for a while, and she's taken to a doctor in a carriage pulled by Beauty and Ginger. And when they kind of talk about her illness and how she's doing, they have ordered her to move to a warmer country so that she can heal from her illness, because the place that they're temporarily at isn't good for her health.
Yeah, and it turned out that Lady Gordon's illness was pneumonia.
Eventually, they all have to leave the park, and they're taken to a new park called Urshel Park, home of the Lord and Lady of Wixmire, and Joe bids a very sad goodbye to Beauty because he has to kind of say goodbye to him. And the people at this park, they're very demanding of the horses, and they have to have the reins pulled up very high, which is very uncomfortable for a horse because it kind of pulls on their head and on their muscles, and it strains them, so it's not good. for a horse to pull something with their head that high.
Yes, because it's also damaging to the spinal column in their back. Yep, I found Black Beauty to be a fantastic movie. The characters are really great. The story is heartwarming, and the visuals the backgrounds are gorgeous.
They are, and I've grown up with this movie, and I'm sure others have, and I always like seeing when the horses are running through the field and when Beauty is training to like run and have people ride on him in the beginning. So I always thought that was a cool part. And I also like the orchestration in the movie. The characters, the acting is well done. Famous Lord of the Rings star, fun fact, Sean Bean is in this movie for a brief period of time in the beginning when Black Beauty was first born. So I thought that was really cool.
That was really cool.
Yep.
And another thing I really liked was Alan Cumming did an excellent job voicing Black Beauty.
Yes, he did. And I always think it's really cool to see a character tell their own story from beginning to end, and just see what their life was like, how they lived it, what went on, what characters there were, what people they kind of grew up with, the other people that they met. So it's a really interesting story.
So, is there anything else about Black Beauty you would like to talk about, Margaret?
I think that's about it. What about you?
I think that's about it too, and thank you all for joining us on this Black Beauty for Pop Culture Corner. Join us next time, where we will be taking a look at the Oscar award-winning Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Yep, so stay tuned for that.
This is Zach
and Margaret
signing out.